Happy Manga Monday! Welcome back! If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Zoe and this is my channel, Ms. Manga, where I talk about manga. And today I have for you my March haul. I have considerably less than February, actually. I thought it was going to be about the same, but I guess in a way I did good this month in like not spending so much money, which is always good, especially because I have a trip coming up in April, end of April. So I should be saving my money. But you know, it's sad that there's not as many giant piles this month. I'm so bad. I'm a glutton for punishment for my bank account. But anyway, that's what we're doing today, and let's just dive right in. So I'll start with my manga pickups of older series first, and I grabbed Yuri Is My Job Volume 1, so a new Yuri title I'm excited about. I really like the concept of working in like a Yuri themed cafe, but like obviously there's some actual Yuri probably gonna go on. I actually haven't read the first volume yet. I haven't read much, sadly, in March, between being busy and then kind of being in a little bit of one of my depressive episodes. I got depression and sometimes it kicks my butt and I don't feel like reading manga. So yeah, but I think I'm doing better. My mental health is better, and hopefully I can read this one soon. Next up, I grabbed 2 volumes of Say I Love You. So my friend asked for possible birthday gifts about getting her some volumes from the series, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should like start collecting it. So I just grabbed volume 1 and 2. And then I got 2 more of the omnibuses I need to complete the series High Rise Invasion. I only have 2 omnibuses left to collect, and then hopefully I can just binge that. This is one of those survival-esque series that I like a lot, like Alice in Borderland and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I've read like I think the first 2 omnibuses and I really enjoyed it, and then I just like, they're, you know, a little bit more expensive omnibuses. I mean, they're a good deal, but I just tend to like be like, oh, I'll just grab this volume or that, and then like ignore the omnibus volume. So I'm trying not to ignore them. And then speaking of finishing series, I got Shibuya Goldfish Volume 3. This is another type of survival, giant goldfish attack Shibuya and are eating people. And they have to like, you know, survive. So another survival series. And I'm trying to finish collecting this one as well because it is also complete. And I think I need like 6 more volumes. So I'm not as close as with High Rise Invasion, but yeah. And then lastly, I got another good sized chunk of The Royal Tutor. I got volume 9, volume 10, volume 11, and volume 12. So I only have a couple more times to get left, and I really hope to finish collecting this one soon. I really enjoy it. It's a fun, more lighthearted, comedic series. So yeah, I've talked about it on here before with other hauls because I've been really into buying this series. Now on to some new releases from this month, or at least from like this year, you know. First up is the One Shot BL, I Didn't Mean to Fall in Love. I absolutely like squealed when I saw that they were publishing this in English, and it's a real nice, like soft, like really nice cover. I like it a lot. But I had actually read it online and bought the Japanese volume of it. I really enjoy this one. It's an age gap romance, and it's like the inexperienced older salaryman with a younger guy who's a bit more experienced, and yeah, how their relationship goes out. It's just, you know, it's short and sweet and I love it. So yeah, I'm excited. I'll probably reread it soon. I just haven't yet. And then I picked up this Don May that released, Thousand Autumns. Again, haven't read it. But I've been picking up like all the Don May they release. I don't like indiscriminately. I'm just like, oh, another one's coming out. Okay, let me buy it and I'll see if I like it when it's complete and I read it all. I have problems. And then I got the newest volume of The Remarried Empress. Let's look at this gorgeous cover. Look at it, it's so pretty. I really, really like this series. I had flipped through it and was like, yeah, I did read online up to and past this point. But I think with the third volume, I'll like have gotten to new content and will be able to read that because I did make myself stop, but once I started, it was hard. I got really sucked into this series, so it's really good. It's like second chance love, and her like husband, the Emperor, is an asshole, and yeah, the art is beautiful. So I talked about it in one of my romance manga read recommendation videos. I can't remember which one, but yeah, that one. This one's good. It's a good ongoing romance series. I also picked up this one-shot, My Brain is Different. Stories of ADHD and other developmental disorders. I'm not going to sit here and say I have ADHD because I have never been diagnosed with ADHD. But like for the past couple of years, I've been trying to figure out this like one aspect of my emotions that kind of gets out of whack. And I've figured out that it is emotional dysregulation. So I have that. I'm 100% sure, like everything sounded like what I experienced. So that being said, a likely cause would possibly be ADHD. I don't know if I have it, but I thought this book would be really interesting nevertheless, and maybe I would relate to some of it. And if not, it'll still probably be a good read. I meant to read it, but like I said, I did not. Depression, I actually have been diagnosed with, so yeah. And then we have Cherry Magic, 30 Years of Virginity Can Make You a Wizard. I also talked about this series in one of my romance and wine recommendation videos. And it's super cute, BL office romance, gotta love it. And the boys are so cute. This one didn't release this month. I think it released last month and I just like hadn't picked it up. I'm getting a little behind on this series, but I still really love it. And I kind of just want to like wait till it all comes out and like binge their story and like the cuteness all at once. I really like reading that way, to just like read through a whole series rather than like each volume that comes out. But yeah. And another BL that came out this month, On or Off Volume 3. Oh my gosh, I love that. It's so cute. Another office romance, and this one is all in color. So yeah, I really like both of these. Are very good reads. This one's more of an age gap, office, workplace romance, and they start off with quite a misunderstanding, and there's no mind reading, but they're both good series. Both take place in the workplace. And I also grabbed the latest volume of My Dress Up Darling, Volume 7. I think this one also came out in like February, but I just didn't, maybe even January, and I didn't grab it. And then there was a sale on Right Stuff, so like I picked up the volumes that I needed that had come out this year. But yeah, such a cute little face she's making. Just like kind of have fallen behind again. Like I said, it's hard for me to just like read each volume that comes out when I just like to sit down and read like a chunk of volumes. But yeah, what can you do? I also picked up the Grand Master of Demonic Cultivation, the manhwa. Oh my gosh, look how sparkly, so sparkly. This is really, really pretty, and of course full color. I haven't read it. I did like look at some of it online, but obviously like I love this story. I have consumed it in many forms, and so I know I'm gonna like it. And yeah, I'm excited. They released the manhwa version as well as the Danmei. And I just hope they also release the manhwas of Heaven Official's Blessing too, because they're really pretty. Like, I have to say, like, I'm a huge fan of this one, of these boys and stuff, but Heaven Official's Blessing cover and art in general, just elevated. I don't know if they're going to license it, but I hope they do, and my cousin would be really happy if they did too. I grabbed the latest volume of Toilet Bound Hanako-kan. Toilet Bound Hanako-kan. How come that sounds so weird when I say that? But yeah, anyway, this is another one I haven't kept up with because, you know, so eventually, at some point, when it finishes, or when it's close to finishing, I'll sit down and like binge it. And yeah, I think I read up to like volume 7 or so, and then I just like got behind, and then I forget things and then I don't want to read it. I have so many excuses. And I grabbed the last volume of Shaman King. So this is the last omnibus and the end of the journey, although they are printing Shaman King Flower, I believe is what it's called, which is, I think, following the second generation, like Yo and their offspring, I think, but I am not 100% sure. Do not quote me on that. But it's exciting that Shaman King is finished finally. I have it all in my collection, and maybe, I'm not committing myself, but maybe I will read this sometime this year. We'll see. Definitely want to read it at some point, all the way through. I got The Tunnel to Summer, The Exit of Goodbyes, Ultramarine. So this one is volume 2. And this one is like a sci-fi, there's this mysterious tunnel, like it grants wishes, it possibly messes with time, some time travel aspects to it. I don't know. But I read volume 1 and it was pretty interesting concept, and I saw that it was complete at 4 volumes. So I was like, yeah, I'll collect the rest. So volume 2 had come out, I think, last month or the month before again. So I grabbed it, and then I believe I ordered the 3rd volume that just came out, but it hasn't even shipped yet. So then I got Golden Sparkle. I know I read this online. I can't really remember. I can't really tell you like what I thought of it or like any significant feelings I had about it. So I'll definitely have to reread this one. It wasn't like the I didn't mean to fall in love one, where I was like just really like, I don't know, it just hit that sweet spot for me. This one like was like, oh yeah, that's cute. Like I just remember like it was cute. Like that's all. So it wasn't a standout, but you know, cute boys. I had to pick it up. And I had to grab Kaiju number 8, volume 5, because I'm on a binge-a-thon of this series. Sadly, I have reached the end of the in-stock volumes. I did just pre-order volume 6 that comes out in April, so hopefully again I get that before I leave and can read volume 6, because I'm just really enjoying the series. This guy, he's hilarious. I love him. I love a lot of the characters, but yeah. And then I grabbed Orange, To You Dear One, and supposedly this is the literal actual final installment of Orange. I don't know. I heard that's the case. I have honestly never read Orange. I have it, all of it. Obviously, I just finished it. Maybe if they don't, you know, keep going with the story. And I know it's kind of a tear-jerky one, so I just have to be like in the right mood, because once I know that, it makes me not want to read a series or watch a series. But yeah, I'm really excited to eventually read Orange. I know, I should get on that. Next up is the volume 1s of March, and I already read these ones. All the Name of the Night, The Villainess Stands the Heroes, playing the antagonist to support her faves, and The Eccentric Doctor of the Moonflower Kingdom. So I just talked about these in Friday's video, so if you want to hear my thoughts on them, go check that video out. I, overall enjoyed them, so yeah. I got volume 2, Ladies on Top, the steamship Seven Seas, a more spicy content read. This is the only steamship I have read volume 1 of. I haven't read the other ones. I might do a reading ranking of steamship volume 1s this month, so I hope you'll enjoy that. Some spicy content. And I got the newest volume of The Abandoned Empress. It's volume 4. And yeah, this one's another reincarnated series, and as with all reincarnated series, I must get them. It's also a color and it's pretty. I picked up Alice in Borderland Volume 5, of course. No shock here, I would think. I've talked about this series a few times on my channel already. So I'm really obsessed with it. And yeah, we got on the cover. Oh, love On. And then this little weirdo. So yeah, this series is great. If you like survival series, pick it up. What are you waiting for? And then this is a volume 1 that I didn't read, The Dragon's Betrothed. It is by the same mangaka as Therapy Game, which I'm obsessed with and I love, and it's only 2 volumes, so I just really want to wait until the second volume comes out, so I'm not like, I need the second volume, and then I'll read them together. That's my plan. So yeah, that's why I didn't read this one yet. And then I got the latest volume of Call of the Night, volume 11. I really enjoy this series. I don't know why. It's kind of like vampire slice of life. There's sometimes some action or mystery sprinkled in, but like sometimes the volumes can be pretty slow, but I'm still enjoying this one, and it's one of the ones I'm actually keeping up with reading the volume when it comes out. It's so few and far between the series that I can do that with, and this is one of them. So yeah, I actually haven't read volume 11 yet, but I hopefully will soon. Then I got The Great Cleric volume 2. No surprise there. I talked about really enjoying volume 1 in my last month, February, volume 1 pickups, and this was kind of an impulse buy when I went to the manga store last month, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoy our protagonist. It's an isekai, but I like the world and I like the characters so far, and yeah, I enjoyed volume 2 as well. I did read it, and I'm continuing to enjoy it, and will pick up volume 3. And along with that, of course, I also picked up Dinosaur Sanctuary volume 2. And I talked about Dinosaur Sanctuary volume 1 in my first volume reads of February video as well, even though I realized later it had released in 2022 and I was an idiot, but I was like, you know what? I don't care. I loved it. I'm going to talk about it. It deserves to be talked about. So anyway, it's really great. And I loved volume 2 as well. It was just, yeah, just really enjoyable series so far. And then lastly of my new pickups is Studio Apartment Good Lighting, Angel Included. So this is by Matoba, who did As Miss Beelzebub Likes, and I really loved As Miss Beelzebub Likes. It was cute and funny and sweet and wholesome for the most part. I had a couple of weird characters and things, but like for the most part, I just really enjoyed that series. And the art is super cute and fluffy. And volume 1 didn't like knock my socks off, but I haven't read volume 2 yet, honestly, and I hope to soon. But it's a cute premise of, a little angel and, just cute. It's cute. All right, so if you only care about manga, you'll probably just want to be like, all right, I'm done with this video. But if you also care about novels, I picked up some novels. I actually got some free from my one job, and then I picked up some more like used and like a couple new ones just for my trip, possibilities for my trip, and some I just really wanted to read. Yeah, so I'm going to show you the novels I got this month as well. All right, before the novels though, I got this adorable little bag to hold the novels, so like hopefully they don't get like edges like, you know, like bent back or something while I'm traveling, and it says my weekend is all booked, and kitty and coffee and all the good things. And it's got a little front pocket and then like the zipper where you put the books in. So yeah, I just thought it was cute, so I wanted to share. And then I got Everything I Never Told You, and it sounds like it's like a really interesting look into family dynamics, and then there's a murder at the heart of it. And I had heard things about it, so I had been interested in it, and when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna pick that up and probably bring it with me on my trip. I have some options. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Then I got Opium and Absinthe from my job. It was free, and I just thought it sounded interesting. It takes place in 1899 and is about, again, murder. I really like murder mystery type stories, or like at least like stories with intrigue in them, and a lot of them tend to have murder. But yeah, there's like a murder of the main protagonist's sister that kicks off the story. So she wants to get to the truth, and yeah, again. I'm really like, I'm sensing a theme. Not all of them have a murder in the plot, I swear. Next up, we have The Beautiful Ones. So I was just like kind of struck by the cover. I love me a beautiful cover, and it's beautiful. And so I was reading the back, and it's talking about like oh, these like beautiful ones and socialites and blah blah blah, and then we get to telekinetic, and I'm like, wait, there's telekinesis in here? She's telekinetic? Like, that was a twist. I thought it was just gonna be like real life, like, but no, we got some interesting telekinesis aspect to the story. So I'm very excited and intrigued by this one. Again, not 100% sure I'll bring it with me on my trip, but it's an option. And then I also picked up This Is How You Lose the Time War. I don't know why this one has been in the back of my mind for so long, and I'm like, I didn't realize it was such a thin volume, but I just really like the sci-fi aspect of the time traveling, and then also of the like dual sides to this time war kind of falling for each other. Like, I don't know, like it just makes me very eager to read this one. So yeah. And I also picked up Glitterland by Alexis Hall. So my very first haul, I shared that I got boyfriend material, which I had already read, but I wanted the physical copy because I loved it so much. So I got that for this past Christmas, and now I picked up another one by the same author, and it's A Boy's Love, and I'm just super excited about this one. This one is like the sunshine boy and the grumpy boy dynamic, and I'm very much intrigued and excited. I will most likely bring this one with me because it will probably be a quick and easy read I will enjoy. I hope so anyway. And then from work, I also got Under the Whispering Door. There was like a printing error, and I got to keep it. And I already read it. Actually, I checked it out of my library and read it a while ago, like last year at some point. And I really, really love TJ Klune and what I've read from them so far. I haven't read too much from them, but what I've read, I've loved. And I also really liked the House and the Cerulean Sea one. And this one was really good, and it's about like the main character is kind of a unlikable protagonist, and like, I mean, really unlikable in the beginning. I was like, I really don't like you. Like, I really did not like him, and the way he makes you like eventually just like come to love these unlikable characters. Like, I don't know how he does it. But yeah, it starts off with a really unlikable protagonist who dies, and nobody like gives a shit, really. And then he is kind of taken to this house that is kind of the in-between, the limbo, and he's like supposed to accept his death eventually here, and then to choose to go through the door and move on. But he doesn't want to accept his death, obviously. So yeah, it's a good story. Another BL, but it's super good. You're probably wondering, how's it a BL when he's dead? But you'll just have to read and find out. Then I grabbed from work Lady Almina and the Real Downton Abbey. So I really enjoyed the series Downton Abbey, and it was just the real life kind of people that lived in the house, Highclere Castle, that was used in Downton Abbey as the fictional setting of their family. And so yeah, I love a good historical read every now and then. I'm not a huge nonfiction girl, I'll be honest, but a well-written historical read, like about something that interests me, then yeah, I'll usually enjoy it. So I'm excited about this one. It's different. So yeah. I also got Catherine House. This is a kind of gothic suspense mystery one. Yeah, I don't know a lot about it. I just was like, wow, it's really pretty and it sounds interesting, so I grabbed it. They were free, so I do not turn down free books if they like are anything up my alley, like a possibility that I will like them. They're coming home with me. And lastly, I got Blackwood, which seems like it's going to be more of a realistic look at a small town and how it goes from a peaceful one to one of violence and regret. And it's described as a haunting story of people crippled by the weight of generations. So I don't know, it sounds heavy. Could be interesting. There's a disappearance at the center of it and a reappearance of a person that lived in they grew up in the town and then ran away when they were a teenager, and now they've come back. So it's just like a lot of interesting things, I guess, happening in this very small town. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, it could be interesting. It's free. I'm gonna like, you know, see if I like it. I'll read it eventually. And yeah, that's my haul video. If you watched the whole thing, thank you for putting up with me. And let me know in the comments below, what were your favorite pickups of March? What, you know, new series or continuing series did you enjoy reading this month? And yeah, that's about all I got for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It would mean so much to me. We are so close to 150 subscribers at the time I'm recording this, so that would be awesome to hit 150. So until next time, bye!